So what would you say is the most important part of running a carpet cleaning business? Is it not finding and keeping good customers profitably? See, if you don't have those, you simply do not have a business. Now, I've found in my experience, most carpet cleaners give up not because they cannot technically clean a carpet, or their machines aren't powerful enough, or they're unable to remove coffee stains, for example. Not at all. It's because they do not know how to find and keep good customers, typically high-paying customers, profitably. Instead, and particularly when they start, they focus on what competitors are doing. You know, those ads that clean 5 rooms for $39, $49, $69, whatever they charge. But imagine how much different that would be, what your carpet cleaning business would look like if all your customers were high paying. So what would you do? Would you be able to take more time off? Perhaps go on holiday more often, or to exotic places? Pay your house off early? Or maybe just get on the housing ladder altogether? I have been able to do all of those things in my carpet cleaning business. Now, attracting and keeping the right customers is what makes all the difference. So here's something that might interest you. It's a digital training course for carpet cleaners entitled Finding and Keeping High-Paying Customers for Your Carpet Cleaning Business. It's not about removing coffee stains or how much vacuum you've got. It's solely the goal of finding and keeping high-paying customers. That is the hardest part of this business. Now, originally, this was going to be held weekly on Zoom, but logistically, it just wasn't practical. So now I've made that same training available to watch on any computer, smartphone, or tablet. So my name's David Coker. I've been cleaning carpets and upholstery since 1985. I've used truck mounts. I've used a variety of portables. I've also owned a national franchise. Was actually franchisee of the year in 1990 for ChemDry. I've had employees. I've had no employees. I've had multiple vans on the road at any one time, and at one time was heavily involved in fire and water damage restoration as well. I've come to the conclusion that the best way to run a carpet cleaning business is to serve only high-paying customers, preferably residential high-paying customers, those who will gladly pay high prices. See, in the past, I've targeted commercial clients. They're very good at times, but have found them to be unreliable and very price sensitive and definitely not loyal. In the late 1990s, here in the UK, we cleaned over 100 banks, only to lose them to a cheaper quote. There was nothing wrong with the cleaning at all. They just managed to find it cheaper, and I couldn't even talk to them. Presumably, a faceless committee made the decision. So that's why finding and keeping high-paying residential customers gets rid of all those problems. So, what will you get out of this course? Well, here's just 4 benefits. Number 1, you won't worry about all those cheap carpet cleaners in your area. We've all had them, and I remember back in the late 1980s when a competitor was advertising on his van ridiculously cheap prices. I remember thinking, my business is finished. But he, in fact, is finished. He's long gone, and so have all the dozens that have replaced him. You'll find out how to deal successfully with them. Number 2, you'll be able to take more time off while earning more than you are now. Now, a lot of that comes from getting higher prices and working less, dealing with better customers, those who are happy to pay you higher prices and appreciate you as the trained expert that you really are. Number 3, you'll be able to talk things over with other carpet cleaners who really understand the problems you face and what you are trying to accomplish with your business. This course has a built-in Facebook group to ask any questions you like about marketing, and it will also have regular live Zoom meetings to help you implement any part of the course. And finally, one of the main purposes of this course is that you will be held to account to actually implement the things that you need to do to be successful. In other words, to get out of your own way. So how will it work? The course is in 7 modules that are dripped out at 10-day intervals to allow you time to implement. It's a complete and thorough step-by-step process for running a successful, high-priced carpet cleaning business. There's about 80 videos or so, about 30 downloads in the course. Now you can ask, well, how do I know all this? Well, I started off as most carpet cleaners, low prices, trying to be cheaper than the next cleaner because, well, we all know, don't we? Everyone buys on price. Well, that's what I used to think. Until the late 90s, when I studied marketing from people like Jay Abraham, Dan Kennedy, Gary Halbert, many others. So I'll show you everything that I've put in place in my business since 1985, but particularly since the late 90s, when I really began to understand marketing and premium pricing, getting higher prices. So the course consists of things like how to significantly increase your prices without losing all your customers. Something I did, in fact, I actually quadrupled our prices in just a few months, many years ago. It covers myths about pricing, the fact that no one will pay high prices, or everyone buys on price carpet cleaning, or I'll lose all my customers if I raise my prices. Things like how to set your prices. See, the formula is not see what everyone else is doing, what everyone else is charging, and pitch yourself in the middle. That's not how to set your prices. Also, how to give inquirers a compelling reason to choose you over your competitors. As well as why you can't start cheap and put prices up later. We see that very commonly spoken about on Facebook groups, for example, and other social media. How to combat cheap carpet cleaners in your area. The 5 steps to getting customers, and easy ways to upsell even if you don't like selling. We'll cover things like why you should have a selling process. Everything should be choreographed. How to advertise so that people will respond. You can use that on all your advertising. How to set up maintenance programs. Now, we've had these since about 2003, 2004, and these have kept us served very well, particularly during government lockdowns. And there's much more in the course, all about finding and keeping high-paying customers, which means you'll be earning much more while working much less, or both. See, carpet cleaning is a great business if you have the right customers. And by the way, you can't just stay as you are and double or triple your prices any more than, Mercedes can do that. They can take a Kia and stick a Mercedes price on that. You can't do that. One of my favourite sayings is, you can't just put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig. Everything has to be congruent. So I just want to say who this course is not for. If you are a bait and switch cleaner, one who advertises a low price that you've no intention of honouring, and then you pressure the customer into accepting a more expensive option, this course is not for you. If you are incredibly rude with people, not personable, this is probably not for you either. Or if you really can't do a good job that people would recommend you for, the course is not for you. Also, if you're not presentable, or you've got 360s tattooed on your forehead, this is not for you either. And if you are forever chasing the latest shiny new object, like the latest social media development to try to get customers, and that's what you want to do, this is not for you either. Particularly as the new customer acquisition part focuses entirely on proven flyers that you can easily print yourself and edit in Word or a free alternative to generate business. These are proven flyers. You won't need a website or social media experience to make this course work for you. In fact, I don't use social media at all to get new customers. Or as I call social media, the continually moving target, because it is continually changing. And there's a number of reasons I don't use it for my carpet cleaning business. One being the type of time-wasting, frustrating customers that it often produces. So this training course, however, is for carpet cleaners who are fed up with competing on price, in fact want to get off the price battlefield altogether. It is a step-by-step training program, training course that will teach you everything you need to know to do to be able to attract and keep high-paying customers. Contains all the forms, all the scripts and sales literature you need to be able to run your own successful carpet cleaning business. And if you implement everything in this course, like I have, then you'll get back much more than you're paying out. So in reality, it won't cost you anything because training like this is an investment. In fact, if you implement all of this and you don't at least double your revenue, I will give you a full refund. So if this interests you, follow the link to see the current curriculum.